Most underground rappers will never blow up. Not because they're untalented, not because they're cursed, and not because the industry is against them. Most underground rappers will never blow up because they're focusing on the wrong things. Right now, there are thousands of artists uploading music every single day. Everybody wants streams. Everybody wants attention. Everybody wants to go viral. But almost nobody is actually building demand. And that's the difference. A lot of artists think success comes from talent alone, so they spend all their time trying to perfect songs, perfect mixes, perfect albums, perfect aesthetics. But the internet doesn't reward perfection anymore. It rewards attention. The artists winning right now aren't always the most talented. They're the most visible. That's why somebody with average music can still outperform someone with better songs, because people actually see them. And this is where most underground rappers fail. They make music, but nobody knows they exist. Uploading songs is not enough anymore. Posting a link is not enough anymore. Even dropping consistently is not enough if nobody is paying attention. Most underground rappers are invisible online, and instead of fixing that, they blame everything else. The algorithm, the industry, their city, their lack of equipment. But the truth is simple. You cannot grow if nobody sees you. Attention comes first, always. Think about how people discover music now. TikTok clips, short videos, edits, memes, moments. Not albums, not links, not random SoundCloud uploads. The artists who understand attention grow faster, because they know music alone is not enough anymore. You need content. You need personality. You need consistency. Another reason most underground rappers never blow up is because they quit too early. They post for a month, nothing happens, then they disappear. But growth online is delayed. Sometimes you post 50 videos before one finally hits. That's normal. The internet rewards volume, not emotion, and most people cannot handle being ignored long enough to succeed. That's why consistency is rare. Everybody wants results, but very few people are willing to look invisible while building. And here's another harsh truth. Most underground rappers are trying to look successful instead of becoming valuable. They care more about appearing underground famous than actually building an audience. That's why they spend money on chains before marketing, why they buy designer clothes before investing into content, why they focus on image before visibility. But clout with no audience means nothing. You need people watching you first, because once attention exists, everything becomes easier. Streams grow faster, songs spread faster, opportunities appear faster. But until then, you're just uploading into silence. And this is the part nobody wants to hear. Most underground rappers are not consistent enough to ever reach that point. They stop too early, overthink too much, and spend more time talking about success than building toward it. The artists who actually win usually aren't the loudest. They're the ones who keep posting, keep learning, keep adapting, even when nobody cares yet. That's the real difference. And if you're serious about growing, stop obsessing over blowing up overnight. Focus on becoming impossible to ignore. Post more, learn content, build attention, create moments. Stay consistent long enough for something to finally connect. Because once people start seeing you consistently, growth becomes possible. But if nobody sees you, nothing else matters. So the real question is, are you actually building attention, or are you just making music and hoping something magically changes?